Taco here, welcome to a new little mini-series. This is a series just on Thaumcraft. I'm actually playing this series on the Resident Raz server, so I'm playing this in survival. I'm doing it on the Resident Raz server that's got lots of other mods, but this series is going to be purely about Thaumcraft, how to get started, how to research, what kind of path to take, and ultimately what all the items do. So we're going to actually go from 0 to full Thaumonometer. I was going to do this on this server anyway, because I'm doing it on the other server I play. I wasn't going to cover it quite so much, so I'm not going to cover it at all in my normal Resident Raz episodes. I'm going to cover it all in this little series. So if you want to just watch Thaumcraft, then this will be the series for you. This is a request from a viewer on my stream yesterday, and I thought it was a good idea, so as I was going to be doing it anyway, I thought I might as well do it. So let's just crack on then. The first thing you're going to want with Thaumcraft is you're going to want to make 10 iron nuggets, so that's 2 iron ingots squashed into nuggets in your crafting table. Now I'm using a pocket crafting tool from Factorization, but you want a crafting bench around. That can get us 2 iron caps, 1, 2. And what we do with that is put a stick in between them, and that gets us our first wand. Now your wand, when you equip it, you'll notice at the top left you've got a little graphic there, and that's got 6 tubes which can hold essentia, and that's the 6 primal essentias. So we've got 6 primal, which are air, aqua, terra, ignis, ordo, and pedito. So that's black, white, blue, yellow, red, and green are the 6 primal aspects, which you'll understand more about later. But for now, that's all you need to know about that. Now, how do we get stuff into this one? At the minute, if we mouse over it, it doesn't say anything. Now, if we look into this one I've got over across here in this table, which is the one I've been using, if we mouse over that one, you'll see that that's got mostly full, not all full. But you see, 25 is a cap of an iron capped wooden wand. So my air and my terra is full. My ignis, aqua, and ordo, and pedito is not. So how have we got stuff into that? Well, there's 2 ways of doing it to start with. The first way is to go kill mobs. Now, we probably ain't got any mobs around here because it's daytime. Oh shit. Well, turns out we did have a mob around, because the underneath of my base is terribly poorly lit. That didn't actually give us anything because we didn't get the kill because it blew itself up. So I will rebuild this later. Good start, Echo. Good start. So because it's nice and dark under here, mobs can just happily chill out down here, wait for me to come down and blow them up. I'm kind of on rebuilding something there, but I ain't got around to finishing it, so that was my bad. So right, there's 2 ways then. One way is killing mobs, so let's go down. We're probably not going to find anything around here. Is anyone around? Hello? No, okay, never mind. That's one way, is killing mobs, and you have to have it in your inventory, you don't have to have it on your bar. And the other way is to find aura nodes. Now at first, you won't be able to find these very easily. I'm wearing items called Goggles Revealing, which we'll get to very soon. If we take them off, you'll see that this is very hard to see. You can see it, you see a little smudge there? That little smudge is a node. Of course, when we've got our goggles on, we can see it as a bright node, and we can see what aspects it contains at the top of the screen there. And when we get to the thermometer, which we'll do pretty soon, you can scan these and it'll tell you what type of node it is. So this is a normal node, which means it regens at a normal rate and doesn't decay or grow. And it's got 59 air and 59 terra in it. So what we can do is we can right click with a wand. Now you don't need the goggles on or anything for this. The thing is, without the goggles you don't know how much you're taking, or how big the node is, or what the node's got. Well, as you can see, top left, we have now got air and terra into our wand, and we've took something like that. Now with this is low quality wand, iron capped wooden one. If we took that right down to 0, we could destroy it, so you need to be careful when you get started. But it gets us a bit of stuff in there, so you can run around and find them. Now if I put my goggles back on, you can see there's one in the distance over there. You see it just starting to light up. So we could head that way and we could find out what that one is. But your best bet to start off with, you just got to run around and kill a few things. Now, that is the easiest way of getting some aspects into your wand. So, off we come. Stupid creeper. And the next thing I'm going to need then is some things that I've already got. So I've just got the bits of wood in my inventory to show you how we go about making them. The first thing we need to make is not this wooden desk. The wooden desk is just what I put it on. Is a Thaumonometer. Now the Thaumonometer, very straightforward. I won't make another one of these because I've already got one and I don't need another one. But Thaumonometer, all you do is you make a bookcase, another item. Very simple. Bookcase like so, bookshelf. Place it down and then right click it with your wand and it'll turn it into a Thaumonometer. In fact, let's have another one. Doesn't hurt, does it? So, boop. There you go. We've now got a second Thaumonometer. And then what you want to be doing is, first of all, you can have a read of this. Now, like I said, I've got some things researched, not many. I have researched auras, and no, not I have researched advanced node tapping. I'll quickly go through what I've already got, just so you know what stage I'm at. So I haven't got much at all. I've got advanced node tapping. In Thaumaturgy, I have got copper wand caps. In alchemy, I've got thaumium and nitor. And in artifice, I've got goggles revealing and paving stone of warding. So that's everything that I've researched thus far. Everything else you see that's lit up, you get them to start with. So we get the ability to make item grates. And then this is kind of where you want to start off. You want to come to your artifice, and this is the bits you need. You need to make tables, which are just wooden slabs. And you need to make a research table, which is 2 tables together, and you click them with a set of scribing tools. Now scribing tools, very straightforward. Glass bottle, feather, ink sac, shapeless, so it can be any pattern. And that gets you a scribing tools. So with scribing tools, so let's just break this. In fact, break this as well. Does that stay as it is? Yeah, that stays as it is. Okay, so let's put that back. So put 2 tables down. Table, and we've got 2 options here. One of them with our scribing tools we've made. If we right click the table with the scribing tools, boop, it turns it into a research table. If we were to right click one of them tables with a wand, it would turn it into an arcane book work table. So that's what this thing is. So, you can use this as a normal workbench as well, so you could like craft doors or whatever in it. So it works as a normal crafting bench. But when you're doing arcane stuff, it needs to have a wand in it as well. So if we're doing anything arcane that requires an arcane bench, you need to have a wand up there. And the arcane crafting, it'll tell you what aspects it needs around here, and you need to have them aspects available in your wand. Yeah, makes sense. So now, onto our research table, and you see I've got lots of aspects in here. You don't start off with many. What you do start off with is, you start off with the ability to make a thermometer. Now this comes already learned. So if we go back to our first tab here, and we look on this thing, aspects of magic, it tells you all about the different aspects. And when you start learning them, it shows you all in here, and it shows you what kind of things you've touched that have that in. So you can see there, can't really see what that was. See there, fire, ignis, nether brick fence, nether brick stairs, bedrock, netherrack, coal, ignis shards. They all have the ignis aspect in them, so that's good to know. Now you can learn these aspects through trial and error, or you can look at a very good post on the Feed the Beast forums by a person called Succubus, a lady called Succubism, sorry. That's not a real name, I don't think. You know, I will link that in this video. So if you want to do it a little bit cheaty, you can find out how to make all these, and basically make these by linking the ones together. So, for example, Sano is made by Victus and Victus together, so I'll show you that really quick. That's one that I remember. So what we can do here is we can combine things. So I've actually got Sano, so I don't actually need that. And what do we need? Let's combine. Let's see what air and terra together gives us. So we put air and aqua. Sorry, not terra. air and aqua together. We click this thing, click this one here, and what it's going to do is combine them. You need paper in here as well, but not for this bit. What's that? That's going to do is boop, combine it. Gained 1 point research for Tempestas. So we've just created some Tempestas. There we go. So Tempestas weather. So we just created that by clicking them two together. So we could create more if we want. So we'll click it again. See, that's gone up to 4, and both of these guys will have gone down 1. Now, once you've got these in here, you see they've got little stars. Some of these will regen. If you get them down to 0, I think all the primal ones regen if you get them down to 0. So if you do run out, it's just a case of regenning them. Yeah. So yeah, look back at this again. And the next thing we're going to want, click on arrows and nodes, which you also start with. No. What do I want? Click on. No. Where's my damn? Where's my thermometer shown? There it is. Clicking on the wrong thing. So click on research. That's what you start with. And it shows you the first thing you want to make is this could be a workbench. You don't have to be in an arcane one. Can be anywhere. Combine these things together. So you need to run around looking for some shards, a couple of gold ingots, and a piece of glass in the middle. Put the shards in that right order, and you end up with this thing, the thermometer. What you can do with the thermometer is you can look at everything in the world. Sometimes you need to shift click it to look, but look at everything in the world. And you see at the bottom there, it's saying I can't understand this. So there's something that I've not learnt yet. I'm not doing very well here. There we go, I just got some. So at the bottom right, I got some points for terror and some for tenebri, which is the aspects that Endstone has. So if now we look over that, it shows you the little aspects there, that what that's made of. They won't show anything, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Ouch. Chest. We've not discovered something to do with wood yet. Otherwise we'd not be able to know what all these are. And you can see I've already done the Oculus. The Oculus has got stone and vitreous. So you pretty much run around scanning everything in your world until you start finding things. Stone bricks we've done. Rune of self-sacrifice we've done. That's wood, so we're not going to find that again. Glowstone is lux and sensis. So on and so forth, just run around everywhere. Quartz is potentia and vitreous. Iron is metallum. Torch is a lux. So on and so forth. Run around everywhere, getting as much as you can. And what that's going to do is going to start filling this up with the things that you're looking at. Now you want me to do them all together. Until you've discovered them, you want me to do a lot of them. So you either want to use the picture that I've linked in the description to work out how to discover them all. Or you want to trial and error, putting things together, and see what you come up with. So, what can I think off the top of my head? Let's see what Auto and Ignis make. Potentia. So Auto and Ignis, fire and order gives you potentia. So there we go. We'll just make an extra potentia. Let's get rid of them. Now the next aspect then, we're going to start looking at researching things now. The other thing we're going to need, what we don't need just yet, is this thing crucible. That's just a vanilla cauldron, so 7 iron ingots in a U shape. Put it down, click it with your wand, and that'll turn it into a crucible. Now, at first you need a fire source under here, but fire source can cause other damage around, and you need to have 2 blocks, one for a netherite block or something. So you need a fire source. First thing I research is Nitor. If you look in our book, it's very straightforward. It's in the alchemy tab. Nitor, and all you've got to put in there for Nitor is something with fire in it and something with lux in it. I'll just double check that. I'm just going to open up the research cheat sheet from Succubism, and I'll also, while I'm doing it, I'll open up the picture. That'll also link. So let's have a quick look. Nitor. Yeah, Nitor, lux and Ignis. So if you put a bit of, so if we were researching that, start with lux or Ignis. Probably start with Ignis. So we put Ignis in. then instead of clicking this one, we just put Ignis in there on its own, and we click this one, and it'll probably give us Nitor because it's one of the first things you do. And then once you've got that, you do the Lux. So reset Nitor, then you can make a Nitor block and put it under there, and you can have that as your source for heating it up in the future, which is a little bit better, I think. Then the path you want to be taking on research is I researched Thaumium because I wanted to use it for Tinker's Construct tools. But Thaumium again is pretty straightforward. Thaumium is, let's have a quick look. Metallum and Precantatio, yeah, it makes sense. So it's a Metallum there and Precantatio, which is a magic symbol. That'll get you that. And as I said, I've researched a couple of other things, so I'll just cover them quickly what I've researched. So copper wand caps I made by mistake, so that probably add something else in that I was looking for. And then I've gone on and I made goggles revealing because they help so much. So goggles revealing, Aurum and Sensis. Aurum is a little bit of a tricky one to make. Aurum, I've got any here at the minute? No. So Aurum, I've got to go a bit of a convoluted path, but also I'll show you how we get to Aurum from nothing. So Aurum uses Precantatio and air. That's not a convoluted path at all. I was thinking of something else. So air, Precantatio, put them together, gets us some Aurum. So if you put that in, if you haven't researched the goggles revealing, if I put that in, there's a good chance you're going to get goggles revealing. And then the other one it uses is Sensis, which is air and Spiritus. Combine them together, and we'll get Sensis, which we already had some, which gets us a bit more. Now, so here's where you need to backtrack. So for that one, we needed Spiritus. So Spiritus needs Victus and Mortis. So that's Victus. And that's Mortis. So put them two together. You see we've got a Spiritus back again. We're combining, yeah? But then to get Mortis, backtrack again, we need Victus and Pedito, which is that one, which is a primal one. So Pedito and Victus together, give it Mortis, so you see that's gone up. And then, of course, that's a primal. We need to get Victus still. And Victus is Aqua and Terra. Aqua, Terra. So that's at 3. Boom, we've gone out to 4. So you see you can backtrack down to primals with everything. So everything can be made just from having the primals, as long as you've got enough of them. So, and as I said before, if your primals run out, they will regen. So if I got them down, any one of them down to 0, so air, aqua, ignis, ordo, pedito, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which one am I missing? Terra, 6. And then got down to 0, then give it a few minutes and they'd regen. Right, so what path do you want to be taking? You start off with that, which means you can go straight to that. The path you want to be taking, personally I go for goggles revealing. Once you research that, it's a pretty straightforward thing in your arcane workbench. So you've got to make 2 more thermometers, so they're pretty straightforward as we saw. And it's just 2 bits of gold, 4 bits of leather. You put them bits in there, it'll tell you how much V you're going to need. So it says it's there, we need 5 of each of the primals. Or was that 3 and them 2? Yeah, 3 of them, 5 of them. Because our 1D is crap, you see it's at 105% V cost, so it's actually going to cost us a little bit more. So rather than 5, it's going to be like 5 point something. If I take my goggles off, you'll see that it's gone up to 110 now. Because my goggles, if you look at them, I've got a discount of 5%. So that is pretty useful, and it shows that one of the first things you do actually want to be going for is the enchanted fabric. So let's have a quick look how we research enchanted fabric, and that's Panis and Precantatio. Now we probably haven't got any Panis. No, we haven't. Okay. So Panis, I'm pretty sure you'll find by if you look at sheep, but I don't know if you have to actually discover it first. So we'll look at Panis, Instrumentum and Beastia. This is going to be a bit convoluted again then. So Beastia, have we got any of that? We have got some of that. And Instrumentum, we haven't yet. So I won't make Beastia yet, but Beastia is Motus and Victus. So there's Motus. We've seen how to get Victus. Motus is air and Ordo together. Air, Ordo gives us an extra Motus look. So Beastia can be made pretty straightforward. And what was the other one we needed? Instrumentum, Humanus and Metallum. The Metallum you'll get loads of, because everything you scan with metal in it gets you that. So you don't have to worry about making that. Humanus is Beastia and Cognito. So we just mentioned how to make Beastia with Motus and Victus. Cognito is Terra and Spiritus, and we've already seen how to make Spiritus. So put them together. You'll see we've got a point down there for Cognito. We've just made an extra bit of Cognito, and we'll have another one of them. Look, so we've got Cognito, and now all our animus is gone. So if we wanted any more of that, we'd have to make some more animus up by combining whatever it was to make that. And it was, what was it? Victus and Mortis, wasn't it? So the red one and the gravestone. So we've now got the two things we need to go for enchanted fabric. No, we haven't. We've got two things we need to make Panis. So we need to make Panis now. No, we don't. I'm getting all backwards. First of all, we need to make Instrumentum. So we're still on the path of making Humanus, which is Beastia and Cognito. Combine them. We have discovered Humanus down the bottom there. So we can get rid of them now. And in fact, we're going to probably want a couple more of them, so I'm going to make a bit more of that. We've got 4 of them now. Let's have 5 total. And then we combine Humanus with Metallum. We've now discovered Instrumentum. That's what we needed for this. So let's have a couple more of them. So we've got 4 Instrumentum. That's what we was after, because Panis uses Instrumentum and Beastia. Bam. So there we go. That's how you do your discovery route of making things. So there we've got Panis now. We'll have 4 of them. And now we can start researching. So here's our first bit of research on camera then. So Panis, put it in there. Instead of putting it in with something else, this time we press that. And it's giving us enchanted fabric, because we've kind of aimed what we're going for. And you see, this might be a bad one, because we start at the blue dot and we've got to go and complete a path. But these are different directions, so depending on how much Panis and I forgot again what else is in it. Fricantatio. Depending on how much is in this, how many light up, then we might struggle here. So what we need to do is we need to put Panis in again, because our first one lit it up and activated it. Our second one shows which nodes are Panis. So we've got 2. And then Fricantatio is our other one. And we've got 2 of them. Now I don't think this is going to work. Now these can jump one space, so if that was one of these, then that would link to there, link to there. Then we're going to need 1, 2, 3. It might just work. It might just work. Now one thing you can do here, you could use Windows snipping tool just to snip a picture of that and have it over there so you can remember what colours are what. So it is quite easy to forget. They all look a bit the same once you started doing them for a bit. So a snipping tool is quite a useful thing to use. I am going to just clear out the ones that we don't want. And you see, each time I do this, it's using a bit of ink on my scribing tool there. Now at some point that's going to run out. All you do with that when it runs out is we'll combine it with the ink sac we've got. So let's try and see if we can do this. This might fail. So first of all, because we've not done advanced research, we need to do that again to take that out. And that takes it out, you see. That's put us 1 there, so that'll link that to that. Can jump 1 gap, and then we're gonna go on. That to there, so that'll connect to there, to there, to there. But they'll connect as well, so that's not great. How do I stop that happening? Means I might have to go one further out, which means it might not work. I don't think this is going to work. So I'm actually just wasting stuff here. That'll connect to there. Oh, it might work. It might. So let's turn precondition off. We'll run that one there. That should connect to there, to there, to there, to there. That might work. So now we put them both back in again. And see, we've got an issue there because that's connected back, but we'll get to that in a minute. And now that's skipped that one. What we can do with this is we can use one of these to block it. And I've run out of ink. Just find when you run out of ink, you can't click on anything. So ink, scribing tools, with an ink sac, fills that back up, you can bang it back in. And there you go. We've now got a full one there. We can move that across one. We'll see that's blocked that connection. We had just enough to make this. So that's connected to there, to there, to there, to there, to there. And now that turns into a little thing there. We can take that out. And we've discovered enchanted fabric. What we can do now is, with some wool and some string. How much wool have I got? Not enough. Some wool and some string. Definitely got enough string. We can make ourselves a set of Thaumic robes. Now, if you look in here, you'll see enchanted fabric. Show you how to make it. So it needs to be in an arcane workbench. Each one of these you make is going to cost one of each aspect. And we can use it to make a robe, some pants, and some boots. So I'm going to make them. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the camera a sec. I'm going to go find my sheep spawner. I'm going to get some sheep shade so that I've got enough wool. And I'll be back. We'll put them together. And then I'll show you, before we finish this first episode of, the other important bits of research to go at to make things a bit easier for yourself. And next episode we'll get into a bit more fun stuff. Right, back in a bit. Okay then, I'm back, and I want to make a little revision. It seems, I'll just double check this, and this only seems to get stuff from mobs if it's on your bar, not just in your inventory. I thought it was in your inventory, but it may be higher level ones, take it from anywhere, but I'm not 100% sure on that. The stuff I've got in this, the aqua and stuff, I've got mostly from killing stuff. So yeah, keep that on your bar to get it charged up. Right, I've got plenty of wool, plenty of string. Now, the way I'm going to do this is, and if you look at it, I actually got enough. I want 19 of these, and each one's 19.05. Well, I've probably just got enough, but it's going to wipe out everything I've got. What I could do is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's risk it. Oh look, I was short. So I shouldn't have risked it. Because now I'm not going to do my boots just yet. But let's take that back out. What we can do, hopefully, is make a Thaumonometer robe. See, that just takes some air. So that's okay. We ain't got enough for another one. But we have got our second one here, which has got 25 air in it. So we can make our legs from that. And then we just need to make one more wool, and that's 0.6. This might be alright. Let's try it on. Let's put these on then. Now these, of course, you want to get enchanted with repair. Unfortunately, my goggles are revealing got them breaking on and not repair, so they're dying pretty quick, even though they've got them breaking on. You want to get these enchanted when you can. I'm just going to put some XP into there, and we are quite full there, so I can't do a full enchant yet. I'm just going to get some more. So now if we look at this, we'll see it's gone from 1.0.5 to 1.0.1, and unfortunately we're still short because we've only got bang on one Ignis. So I can't make the boots. Ironically, the boots would probably make it so that, yeah, they would, yeah, the boots would make it so that it was bang on one. So we can't actually make that yet. We've got 0.01 short on Ignis, so you see, a bit of an issue. Anyway, so that gets us this suit that lowers our V cost. So everything we're making here from now on, if we're wearing this suit, is going to cost a full 10% less. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and I'm going to guess the boots give us 1. So it'll give us 10% discount. So with this one, it takes it from 110% down to base 100. So you're not actually wasting any. For the best one, which is a Thaumium tipped silverwood wand, then that takes it down to 80% cost. So you can see you can save quite a bit of V by wearing your suit. It takes it for 80 from 90, so base that'd be base with 90. With just your goggles, it'd be 85. With the rest of the stuff, it takes it down to 80. So it's worth doing. And these are quite enchantable, so get protection for repair on these. You're pretty tough. You're not omnipotent, but you'll do all right. So I'll get my other piece of fabric later. I'll go kill something fiery. But for now, I just want to finish this episode then by looking at the other important bits of research you want to start off with. Now, you maybe want to start off with this before what we've done, to be honest, because the next little bits make researching easier. So what we're going to be going at on our basic information, what we want to be doing is research expertise, research mastery, which unlocks when we've unlocked that one, and advanced node tapping, which I've done, master node tapping, node preserver. So advanced node tapping and master node tapping just let you tap quicker. Node preserver means you'll never take the last one, so you'll never damage a node, which is very useful. And that also leads us on to another one that I'll show up down here called node in a jar, which lets us bring nodes back to our base, which is very useful. Ideally, what you're going to want is, I'm probably going to have them around here somewhere. You want at least one of each primal node. And you can find them like in Twilight Forest and stuff. You can find primal nodes like Air and Terra about 110-ish. So it's quite nice to have primal nodes around, so you can fill up your wand really quick. And get more stuff. But you need a one that's got a capacity of 70. I think it's 70. So you need a better one than this for that anyway. But that's the research we're going to get on with. We're going to go for, first of all, the ones that help us in our research. That's these three. This thing here is quite useful. I'll see if we cover that. I don't know yet. I'm going to do research expertise, so that's what I'm going for now. So research, can't spell. Expertise is cognito and census. So that's two we've already come across, cognito and census. So let's start with census, see if it gives us it. And it has. So as you can see, it's targeted quite nice for us. And you see it's quite a short one. So it's very nice. And we could actually make that just after census. So as we've only got one cognito at the minute, see, I'm just going to use the census to make this. So let's move that to there. Move them out of the way. And then turn this census back off. We're going to want one there. I'm going to want one between them two. And that should stop them two from joining. So I'll put that back in and we should have, bam, research expertise. What that's given us is now, whenever attempting to research the red herring aspects, up to 3 of its runes will be removed instead of 2. We also have to move runes up to 3 positions at a time. Now the red herring thing doesn't really matter for me because I target my research using the resources on the internet, but what's that saying is, let's go with census again. Node preserver, that's quite useful, so we'll go with that. So what it's saying is, if you're just randomly clicking things, you'll get some that are red herrings, but that means you don't know if they're valid or not. So that's if you're randomly clicking stuff. I don't like randomly clicking stuff. I prefer to find out what's what myself. So that's your choice, of course. So if you want to do it all bland and randomly click stuff, trying to guess things that are going to there. So census is like WAS, which makes sense for the researchy type stuff. Node preserver. So this other one takes Armour, that one, and Lucrum, which is the gold one, which we haven't got any of yet. So Lucrum is something that's valuable. It's like a gold hand, and that's Humanus and Famus. So Humanus we've got, Famus we've got. You see, you can make these even when we've got stuff active in here. You can put stuff into here to make more. No worries. So there we go. We've got some Lucrum or Lucrum. So let's now put in our other bits that we're going to need then. So we'll get rid of you. We'll put a second census in there to see which ones will light up. We'll put a lucrum in there. And is it cognito, the other one? We'll just quickly check. Aurum, lucrum, census. It was aurum, wasn't it? Of course it was. Aurum. There we go. So we've got lots of pretty things to go at. So we've got plenty of nodes there we can do. So we need to be going there to there to there to there. So let's turn the census off. I'm going to have to make more of that. And see, that's part of the problem why I always take a picture. I've already forgot what it was. It was that one, wasn't it? So right, I am going to cut for just a second. Get this one lined up. Because you've seen the... pretty sure it was that one. We should have counted them as well. That'll connect to that. Right, I'm going to have to make some more census first, aren't I? So, census is air and animus. Got any animus left? No, so I'm going to have to go through the path of creating animus again. Victus and mortis, we can do that. We should have some victus, yeah. And we've got some mortis. I'm going to need quite a bit of this, so I'm going to make a few of these. And then it is that with air. Make as many as we can of them. These things all, in this little bit of research area that we're doing, they all seem to have census in. So we've got our census back. And I hope it was that one. It was. Wonderful. So I've lined them up alright. Through sheer dumb luck. So you see, all we actually need to do now then is move one of these to connect that to that, and then we've got the full path done. So which one we've got more of? We've got two lucrum, we've got no aurum, but aurum is pretty simple to make with air and precantatio. So we'll make two aurum. 1, 2. Get rid of that. So that one there, little bit on the top. Get rid of that and move it up here. And you see we can move these further now because we've got our first level of upgrade done. Yeah, it'll do. And then I'm just going to move that there. Oops. That there to block them too, just in case. No, they won't connect anyway. So we'll put that back in. There we go. We have got node preserver. So now we can't kill nodes. We'll always leave at least one in there, so it'll always regen. So yeah, that's going to be it for the first episode then. What I'm going to do off camera is I'm going to do the research for master node tapping, node in a jar, research mastery. Research mastery, what that lets you do. Let's try and go for that again. That was census again, wasn't it? There we go, we've got it. Cool. So this one's quite spread out, so we need to go up there, right across there and down there, so this one's going to be a bit trickier. What this one does is, this one, once we've got this, it lets you move these only one at a time while they're lit, but there is a chance that they'll become unlit, but it saves you having to use another census just to disable it. That makes sense? So it's really worth getting research mastery. I'm going to do that. I'll cut the camera because it's probably getting a bit long now. I'll research this, I'm going to research that thing. And if I'll do it now actually. I'll research them until then I'll come back and just finish the episode off. When we've got them, I'll talk through each of them bits. And that's our first bit here kind of done, and then we're ready to move on to other stuff. Back in a bit. Okay then, I'm back for the last little bit of the video. I have done the research I said I was going to do, and I've got it all here to show you. I have got master node tapping, so you don't actually have to read them. I've took them out and made sure, and look at that, that's the craziest one I've done yet. But look at all them spare aspects. So I actually had to use this convoluted path across here. I had loads spare, so I can eat that one. Master node tapping. That lets us pull stuff out of nodes 3 times as quick. We have also got node in a jar. Oops, what have we done with that? Left it in there. Node in a jar, which is a little bit of a convoluted one. And a deconstruction table. So let's have a look in our Thaumonometer at what these can do for us. So, deconstruction table with a thermometer a pickaxe and an axe and a table, we can put things in there. And basically what I'll do, say if you put a stack of arrows in there, it'll keep working through the arrows, and occasionally it'll give you probably on average about maybe once out of every 5 or 6, it'll give you one of the aspects, which is pretty cool. I should probably make that really quick, shouldn't I? So that's that. We've got research mastery. We had that already. So master node tapping lets you pull 3 times as quick, so you don't have to stand at your nodes as long. And of course, node forever. And then node in a jar. This is excellent. With just some normal wood slabs and 27 glass, build a cage around a node, and you can pick it up and it puts it into a warded jar, and then you can bring it back and you wand the jar, and then it puts that node in your base. Unfortunately, we need 70 70 of each for these, so we need a bigger wand. So the start of next episode, we'll be making a bigger wand and go and getting a node here. That's what I'm going to start with. A couple of other little things before I go is one thing we can do that's easy to miss is once you've got a few shards, we need 6 of each. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. 6. I haven't got many, have I? Some of these. 6 of each shard. What I want to do is, I think these might not even need an arcane table. Let's have a look. I think they're shapeless as well. Yeah, look. So you can do this in any crafting thing. You want 1 of each crystal, and like I say, shapeless, so you can have any pattern you want. What these are going to do is put these near our table, and they will generate some primal aspects for the table use. So what I'm going to do with these is I'm going to do this tidily. 2, 4, yeah, that'll do. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. What that'll do, that will, I believe, this will generate some extra primal stuff. So all these primal stuff should be lit up saying that I'm generating some of this stuff because I've got stuff near me. I think that's what that means anyway. So there we go. That's nice and easy. You don't have to do any research for them. You don't even have to use an arcane bench. So let's quickly then. Oh, a little other thing as well. While I was researching, I accidentally researched a couple of other things because, of course, it's not guaranteed what you're going to research. So I got gold 1 caps, which is good. We want them. So that's going to help us making a better wand. Before we do them, we're going to research Great Wood 1 course. That's what I say we're going to start next episode with. In alchemy, I didn't do anything. In artifice, I researched that by mistake, arcane ear, which we won't get into just yet, but basically you can hear a note block and put out a redstone signal. And this helmet revealing, this is added by Thaumic Tinkerer, which is an add-on for Thaumcraft that you may or may not have. But if you've got Thaumic Tinkerer, combine a Thaumium helmet with goggles revealing to get goggles in a helmet so you get more armor. Awesome. So I am going to be making some of that. And so just to finish this episode, let me quickly make... Let's make that table. Won't take long with it. The episode is running very long, I apologise. But we've got a lot done. Tell you what, I'll cut the camera, I'll be back in a sec, we'll put this together and I'll show you how it works. And see you then. Okay then, I think I've got everything I need. First of all, let us put... Now, what you want to be doing, by the way, is you want to be making sure that everything you're starting to look at now... When we start putting things together in the table here, when you start creating more aspects, you can start examining more things. So I've looked through here. I've checked them out. So I'm holding shift, you can see what aspects. And you can only see aspects on something you've looked at with a thermometer. So you can see there, these have all given me some good aspects. Even steak has fabrico in it, which is nice. Now check that out, netherwart's got precantation. You can grow netherwort really quick, so that's really useful. So what we want to be doing here is we want to be making... right, remember the order of this. That's red, black. This is red, yellow, I think. And green and blue at the top. Oops. Green and blue at the top. Blue then green. It is. So, a thermometer. This is for the table. But what we're going to do before we actually put it in the table is I'm going to use the other one to examine that one. Awesome. Now, before we couldn't examine wood or anything wood-like. So let's look at our desk. we can all of a sudden. The reason is I opened that up, and I did that on purpose. What I did was I looked for this stuff, hairbear, because hairbear stops loads of stuff. For hairbear you need this stuff called granum, and granum is Victus and Terra that we've dealt with before. So Victus, if you remember, was Aqua and Terra. Aqua, Terra, oops, gets us some Victus, and then, oops, what am I doing? And then Victus and Terra together get us some granum. Granum there, see it coming down the thing, and then granum and Terra. So it's all with Terra, this one. Granum and Terra gets us hairbear. And what hairbear allows us is lets us discover arbor, which is wood. So then everything we can look at has got plant in it. So netherwort, for example, oak slabs, everything that's tree or wood. That's what's been blocking it. So you need to get to hairbear to see all that. Then you can start pretty much examining everything. Now, a lot of mod stuff doesn't add, but some mod stuff does. So as you can see, ender pouch does. And the mysterious bee, magic bees does. That's kind of linked to Thaumcraft, so you'd expect that. So the mysterious magnet from Mysterious Ages there, that adds. So all very good stuff. Right, what do we want here? We want to. Oops, I've got the wrong wood. Let's quickly run downstairs, grab some of the right wood. I grabbed a bit of Darkcraft wood there by mistake. So we need a table. And while I'm here, we also need some sticks. So there's our table, there's our sticks. We want a golden pick and a golden axe. And let's jump back upstairs. These need to be in our table here, I'm fairly sure. It has to be in the table, this one. There we go. It does need to be in the table because it uses 20 Pedisho to make it. So we'll make the deconstruction table, and then if we want to deconstruct things, where is this going to go then? It's probably going to go there, but I'll do that afterwards. We can throw, let's just throw that in there for now. And you'll see that'll start working through that, and it'll try and find any of the primal aspects that this is made of. But looks like we're not going to get anything from here. No, but if you've got stuff, I generally throw arrows in it and stuff like that, and occasionally I come back, if it's not doing anything graphically, then you can, in fact, when it's got something in it, you can see it there. The video is getting really long. I'm really concerned that I'm pushing this too long now. Let's grab a stack of arrows, because if you've got a looting sword, you end up with loads of arrows each time you kill skeletons. So we'll leave that going. The other thing I wanted to show you was netherwort is very good because it grows very quick, it grows very easily, especially if you use IC2 crops. If you've got IC2, yeah. There we go, look, it's got a picture of Terra showing there, so you know that it's stopped and it's got a Terra there. So well, it took 3 arrows and it's got a Terra. So we click on that and that adds another Terra to our table here. Pretty cool. What we can do with netherwort is we can throw it in there, follow it with a bit of iron, and that's going to get us an easy way of getting thaumium. Now at the minute it's going to put hairbear in as well, which isn't ideal, but once we get to, look, I've let a bit of V out into the atmosphere there, a bit of taint. You don't want to do that too much. If you put too much taint around, it'll start turning your biome into a taint biome, then you're into kind of loads of trouble. So we don't really want to do that just yet, but when we get warded jars, which we can get pretty quick, and arcane alembics and stuff, there we go, look, we've got a ordo now. And that's just used 10, so we've got 2 aspects of 10 up to now. Right, next episode then, get a better wand, start getting a couple of nodes here perhaps, start looking at the arcane alembics and the fairness, so we can actually stop that happening with the hairbear there, because we can just dump the hairbear safely, and that'll be it. We've got an air now, look, whee, wonderful. Right, I shall hopefully see you next time, if this was entertaining enough. Pure, fast, hardcore Thaumcraft, and we're going to cover everything in the mod, everything in Thaumic Tinkerer. Right, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Cheers, bye.